Hey, how you doing? We back.
Yeah, another episode of
Life, Lust, and Lifestyle
with Flea and
CC.
yeah. So what's the topic today? I mean, we've been doing some great things, but I want to hear what you got to say today.
Oh, goodness gracious. I thought we would talk about Flea and CC and our how we navigate the lifestyle while you're on the road. Because he does drive the truck.
Right. We have another business, and I am a driver of a truck.
A box truck.
Truck driver I am. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, how do we how do we navigate?
Well,
I do a lot of driving, so
yeah, a majority of the time we've been in the lifestyle, he's been on the road. Yeah. I would say a majority of the time.
Yeah, I would say that as well.
Sometimes 2 weeks, as long as like 21 days, I think, is the longest we've been apart.
Mm-hmm.
And we see each other guaranteed at least 1 weekend a month.
Yeah, we was on 1 weekend a month, so
but we were always shooting for every other weekend.
Correct.
And we do have a family, so we have a younger son. We talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was definitely me taking care of things on the home front while he's on the road.
Correct.
So how did that affect our love life, and how did that affect our lifestyle?
I think it affected positively in both arenas. I know that since we've been together every day. But when we started up the trucking company, I was gone. Mm-hmm. One, I think it has strengthened our love for each other because we have time to miss each other. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well,
I see your face already.
I'm laughing. I
didn't even finish yet.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I don't mean to hit the mic.
Okay.
Because during the pandemic, we had every waking moment together, and I felt that strengthened our relationship.
It did, didn't it?
Us being together, because I know that wasn't the case for a lot of relationships, but for us, it was definitely, because it was when we came together, we created our business, we came together, we started working together. Mm-hmm. And then that's kind of when we were kind of discovering ourselves with the lifestyle situation.
Yeah, we were definitely coming into existence of what the lifestyle was about for us.
And us being together 24/7 was kind of something that made us feel that we were ready to step out and do something different. Mm-hmm. But then we come into the situation where we're trucking, and now we're not together all the time.
Yes. So I would say the wants for us coming together were stronger. We made plans to be on dates and together, mm-hmm. away from the family. So we had staycations at the hotels, mm-hmm. in Vegas and have fun. We go party, then come back to the hotel, and then we do family time, right? So again, we were able to separate ourselves into making that.
We squeezed it all in the little 3-4 days.
4 days, yeah. Concerts, dinner, parties, whatever.
And then family.
Then sleep, right? Mm-hmm. I think the biggest issue was going about being 10 to 14 days on the average away from you, but not only away from you, but sex. Mm-hmm. And I think that virtual situations such as our phones allowed us to stay in tune with each other.
Yes, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, most of our conversations were FaceTime conversations, unless he was like in a bad area, mm-hmm. with connection, we would do just phone, but we mostly do.
Or did.
It still
do.
FaceTime.
Right.
Our communication in the very beginning really was very frequent. I would say, I can't even quantify how often we would talk. It's whenever we felt like talking,
every minute of the day.
Just get on the phone and be on the phone.
Every minute of the day.
But it's also the time where we were still getting to learn the lifestyle. So we always had something to talk about as we were learning, as we were researching, as we were having experiences. We started having more and more conversations.
Our conversations around that, exactly. Where now it's more business, bills, and family. You know what I'm saying? Because we have pulled back away from our conversation in the lifestyle.
And you've been in each other's presence a lot more frequently than we were.
Yeah.
Because again, that was probably about 2 years in, we were like that. And then the last year, y'all know about our truck problems we've been having. So we've been together.
So I've been home a lot. Yeah.
And then building Hidden Gems has also helped bring us closer together because we do have a unified front when it comes to, being an example for our group.
Correct.
Right. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm on topic or off topic, but
if it's me and you, we on.
The trucking business, I just felt like it challenged us.
Yes.
It challenged our communication. This is where we really started to grow, stretch, and learn more about each other.
Correct.
Because we only really had communication through the phone.
Mm-hmm. But how did it affect our
love life?
Love life. And how did it affect our life and the lifestyle?
Well, I think the fact that we lacked from having experiences with each other, we had itches to be more social with other people.
So more solo opportunities.
Solo opportunities and conversations and just having friends.
Right.
Because even though we started talking frequently, there's always the times where we can't be frequently talking.
Mm-hmm.
Life is life.
Life be life.
Right? I'm not always available. He's not always available. And so developing friendships outside of our relationship potentials. And I think that kind of stretched us, right? Because we kind of were trying to work around jealousies and things of that nature.
True that.
Working on our boundaries.
True that.
You know, because we couldn't experience it as often as we'd like together.
Yeah, definitely that.
But we've both made connections and friendships all throughout the country because of our social media, situation. So there was always, connections and opportunities that we could find other events and things to go through, or he could go to. Me, usually I'll be home taking care of the home front. I'll be with my local situation.
Right. When we were in Vegas, we had our local group out there.
Right.
And they took care of you.
Yeah, I would go to the events quite often by myself.
Yeah.
Flea not as much. He doesn't like the stigma of being that single guy walking into a party.
I don't
But he has built connections through social media and things that he'll find his own way of connecting.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't go to events. I would go to small kickbacks. I would go to an invite, a play invite. Because I really don't have the time. When I'm on the road, it's like drive 11 hours.
He needs that time to rest
and sleep.
You know
what I'm saying? I'm a workaholic. So
a lot of times he waits till we get together. Wait till we get together, and then we go and we attend events together.
Right, but you know what? When I do come home, I don't put it on. I don't come home saying we need to go to this event.
Right.
If it's something that you want to do, I'm definitely for it. You know what I'm saying? So in some cases, I take the back seat because I don't want it to appear that, I come home and I don't want to be with you.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? Now, trust me, if you say, let's go party, I'm ready to go party, right? But if you don't, I'm cool with being with you because that's our quality time.
Yeah, it is our quality time. Right. We try to fit it all in, like we said, though.
We try, and trust me, people see it. What, you just in Virginia yesterday, now you back in Vegas today, and you out partying tonight, and you go out to leave to go to Missouri tomorrow? Yep, because I'm committed like that. If it makes you happy to be out and have fun, then 9 times out of 10, I'll say 9.5 out of 10 times,
I just like my social time. You know what I mean? I don't like being cooped up. I don't like being a hermit. I like having social time. And I'm a smoker. I like to be around other smokers a lot of time, not just be by myself.
That's your vibe. And I totally understand. And so in our relationship, it's been, what do you want to do?
Right. True that.
And then vice versa has been what I want to do. Yours been more socially, outwardly, because that's the crowd, the group. For me, it's hard for me to find that social group and be there for that hot second. It's a lot easier to find an individual to hang out with. Now, nothing has to happen, but that's my social circle.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And if it's opportunities to play, we talk about it.
Yeah, we do.
Either or, for you or me.
Either he knows he's going into that town, or
I'm on my way. I'm on my way, let me tell you. And if it's 14 days into the month and I ain't got any, the likelihood I might be looking for some. That's just the reality, right? And do I tell you that though?
Yes.
What do I tell you?
I'm horny.
There you go.
That's what he says.
I'm horny, baby. What can I do? Can I get a pineapple? And in some cases, she might set it up, right? Because have you set it up before?
I have.
Okay. And at other times, you have me do it, set it up, right? But we be on the same page.
Yes, we do.
And we know.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So, I mean,
more along. I mean, for me, I'm very, very selective about it. A lot of times, I do like to wait until hubby comes home. You know, even if I do have a soul situation, I still kind of want to look him in his eyes.
Really? You want to look me in
I
the
want
eye?
his consent to be like, yeah, I'm good.
Hey, I'll be on the phone like this, baby. Yes, you can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've done that, right?
Yep.
And I think that, you know, for us, it's really to check in before the time restraints that we have available, and then to check in after.
Yes, but then when after happens, then there's always that eager to get back together and reconnect.
Yeah, be it virtually or in person. I've driven 36 straight hours after a session just to get home to CC, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nonstop, but to get gas, right? Because that's the excitement is getting back to you. Yeah, the excitement is to reconnect.
Yeah,
it's to reconnect. And if we across country and we can't reconnect, we're gonna reconnect virtually. However we connect. Because we've had some nice connection virtual sessions. They probably uploaded somewhere.
Yeah, and there's been plenty of times if I had to travel, he would just meet me in his truck.
Yeah, definitely. I've met you.
He picked me up from the airport one time in his truck because I missed a connecting flight and took me where I had to go.
Yeah, I'm Duber.
Yeah,
just call me Duber. I get it done. I get it done. But that's the love that we have for each other.
Yeah,
and that's what we project, and that's what
and we work together too. We both work in the same business together, so there's always that communication. It kind of is hard for some people, you know. It's like you got your family, your business, your pleasure, everything is all rolled up. But we're Geminis, we can handle that.
Yeah, we're Gemini twins. June 7th, you know what it is.
Yep.
But you know what? Last thing on it, it's really being open to understanding each other's sexual drive as well. One of our sex drives is a little bit higher than the other. I don't know whose is, but one of us it is. Right. So
What's that got to do with anything?
It has everything to do with the relationship, because there's opportunities that I would like to have that either I do have or I pull back because I might say that might be too much. You know, I could be going through 3 different towns in one whole week, and I can have a connection in each town.
True.
But I don't take advantage of that, is what I'm trying to say. So the pullback is I just take a little to get a lot when I'm with you, right? And then for you have more opportunities because you're in a situation of being local or being stable. Not that every time that you go out is a play party, but the opportunities to play is a high possibility.
Correct.
And that's one thing that we do talk about before we both leave and go and meet with people. Like if I want to have lunch with somebody, that's exactly what it is. And most likely it's going to be a female, right?
Yep.
And we go have lunch, and that's all it was, and that's all it is. So it becomes trust.
Yep.
A lot of trust.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree.
You believe that?
Yep.
It's a lot of trust, you guys.
Lots of trust.
So
if I want to go have oysters with somebody, I can go have oysters.
Yes, you can. No matter how hot the hot sauce is, you can go have your oysters because I know that that's something that you like.
Yes, I love.
I know you love oysters. You see what I'm saying? So again, I have to be in the understanding position of your wants and your needs at that time. And you have to be in the same position of my wants and my needs. And sometimes they don't always agree. We've had some conversations.
Yeah. It's a great place to express because we only have the phone to communicate, really.
Right.
You know, where we don't have to be all up in each other's face necessarily, right? We could just take a break and then come back to the conversation later.
Yeah. You know what? I need to listen to my music because trust me, I'll be on the road. In some conversations, I got to listen to some music, right? But but we always come back together, no
Yes,
matter
we
what.
do.
It's personal, but it's not personal, right? I would say it's personal, but it's not hurtful, right? I would say that we do everything that we can to make it possible for each of us to have a good time.
Yes,
Is
and
that,
it
is that fair?
definitely requires a lot of trust because we're not in each other's presence 24/7, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And again, it has helped in some ways. It helped us grow in the lifestyle for sure.
Well, we definitely talk about things that most married couples would never even come close to
At
touching.
length.
Yes.
At
For
length.
days. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about strengthening the marriage, that will be the aspect. We're not a surface married couple. I mean, we really get deep in the conversations of whatever topic. But when it especially comes to sexuality and sex, we definitely go to the earth's core.
Make sure we're both understanding.
And everything is okay. Everything is pineapple. See these shirt? Pineapples. Pineapples. That's what we worry about, right? So with that being said, I really thought I like this particular subject. And I think some of the newbies will understand that it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of communication.
It is not the ideal situation.
No.
Being separated like that. It's just not the ideal situation. It is hard, very hard. I miss him a lot. I'm lonely a lot. You know what I mean? He's lonely a lot. It can lead to a lot of trouble if you're not like playing it safe and communicating and checking in with one another. Right?
Yeah, because it be some lonely days and nights in that truck. It's just me, myself, and I. And that's why I don't get out as much, because I don't want to put myself in that position to be in trouble.
Right.
As a truck driver, have some opportunities come unannounced. Yeah, I ran into some opportunities, right? Baltimore, right? Just throwing out, that'd be a whole nother series that we talk about some things at the truck driver. But I wasn't expecting what I got, and it wound up happening. But
in the moment
with your consent, right? So, and the same thing, you've gone to a party and with no intent to, but ended up, right? So those are things you got to do as a couple. If you're OG, I'm pretty sure you've been through it, and if you're a newbie, you're going to be going through it. If you're going to go through this lifestyle, it's going to be some roller coaster ups and downs.
Definitely that. But you know, like I said, that I think that it helped us strengthen. It helped us really see where we needed to work on ourselves and on our relationship, and really be clear on what we really wanted. You know what I'm saying? You got to be clear.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I'd be clear as day. I'd be clear as the sun. I'd be clear as water. You know what I'm saying? Because if I want what I want, I got to be clear about it.
Definitely.
Right?
Yep.
Okay,
well, we can go ahead and wrap.
Let's wrap then.
All right.
A hip, hop, hip, the hip, the hip, hip, hop, and you don't stop.
Ready? 1, 2. Life, Lifts, and Lifestyle.
With whom?
Lee and Cece.
In the place.